Good evening, third grade families.
Hello, third graders.
This is Mrs. Sexton, and I'm here with Mrs. Mitchell today, and she's going to help me because she is a really good teacher. She's been teaching for a really long time.
Forever.
And a gazillion years. Did you hear that? That's a really big number. I wonder how you write that number.
But that will come later.
That'll come later. Today, she's going to teach me how to round because I don't really understand this problem. It says to round 43 to the nearest 10, and that's my problem today, Mrs. Mitchell, but I don't understand what I'm supposed to do.
I think we need to start with a number line. Everybody familiar with a number line?
I think I've seen those before.
Okay. It's like a straight line, and it has lots of little tick marks on it.
A straight line like this?
I'd erase that one and try going without lifting my pencil.
All right.
Just trying to go straight across.
It's kind of hard to draw in here sometimes. Let me try again. Make sure I have a straight line across. Oh, is that better? All right, great. Excellent. And all right. Now what should I do?
I would put 43 up at the top of here.
Like here?
Yeah, right there. That's our target. So we like shooting a bullseye. 43 is going to be our bullseye where we want to put that on the number line. So first of all, we have to think of some boundaries for our number line. So, yeah.
Okay. Here are my boundaries. Okay.
So we would call that a baseline.
Okay.
Okay. So this was going to be your lower baseline, and then this will be your higher baseline. So you need to see what tens. When you said that number, what tens did you say?
What tens did I say? Well, 43. So 40?
There you go.
Okay.
How many tens would that be?
Four tens.
So we're going to put 40.
So I put 4?
And 0.
Oh, 40s there. Yeah.
Also known as 41s, right, guys? But now it's 4 tens, and that equals 40 in all. So we've got our bottom baseline. Now we need to get our top baseline, our other boundary.
Okay.
So if this is
it 43?
That's our target. Remember, 43 is our target number. We're going to put 43 on there, but not yet.
Okay. What do I do next then?
So you need to figure out what goes here, this last line here. So if this is 40, and we go 10 more if we're counting by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. There you go.
Okay. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50.
Okay, so now we have our boundaries.
We have our boundaries.
But we need our midpoint.
Our midpoint. Oh, you mean like right here in the middle?
Yeah, in the middle.
Okay.
Right in the middle.
So I'm going to draw my midpoint.
Yep.
Okay.
And we're going to say, okay, so what is halfway between 40 and 50? Do you know?
Oh, yeah, I remember 45 is halfway.
Yeah.
5 ones is halfway between a 10. I remember that.
And what do we remember? Maybe from second grade, we might have learned a little rhyme about 5 and higher, or 5 or more, go up.
Oh, go up, right? Yeah.
And 4 and lower,
go down.
Go down. There you go.
Oh, and we have 43.
Yes. So where would you put the target number on that baseline?
I would put my target number, well, I know that it's more than 40, but less than 45. So it's going to be somewhere between 40 and 45, a little closer to 45, maybe here?
That would be great.
All right, that's where I think it goes because I would count 40, 41, 42, 43. Ah, okay.
Yeah, you're close
there
enough.
it is.
That's good. So it doesn't have to be perfect.
Okay.
It's good. Just an estimate. Now, if I were coming to visit you, would I want to come all the way from here, or do I want to go like right here to 40 to come visit you? Where am I closer to?
Let's see. If I was here, I think I'd rather go visit here. Yes. Right? It's closer.
It's closer.
Yeah. Okay.
So we would say 43 is going to round down.
It's going to round down
because it's closer
40.
to 40.
How do I write my answer?
That we're going to write that 43 rounds to 40.
Do I have to write all those words out?
No.
Okay, so can I just do it like 43 rounds to 40 and have that be my answer? That's how we've been writing it. Okay, I think I got this. Yeah. Let's try a trickier example now.
Yep. I noticed that this is an imperative sentence.
You're right. It gives a command. That's so cool. We just found grammar in our math problem. So it's telling me the command is that I have to round 437 to the nearest 10. Oh, Oh, that's just like what we did. So I have to draw my number line, and I have to draw my, what were those called again?
Boundary lines.
Oh, boundary lines.
But also baselines.
Baselines or boundary lines. Yeah. Okay. And those are where I write the tens that 400, I write my number 437
That's
is
your target.
between. Okay, well, I don't.
Remember?
So I need the 10 number, and I look.
Which one's your tens?
Is it 400?
Let me see if I put hundreds, tens, and ones up here.
Oh, hundreds, tens, and ones. Oh, no, the 4 is my 100. The tens is 3 tens, right?
Yeah. And so if I have my 3 tens here, I might just underline that.
I underline my 3 tens.
But I might want to circle my 7.
Okay.
So I would know that 5 and...
Oh, that's 5, and then 7's going to be...
Yeah.
5 and... I already see where this is going.
Yeah.
Should I write my boundaries?
I think so.
All right, so I have 430.
How did you know that was 430?
Oh, because that was in the... There was a 3 in the tens place, so it's 430.
Yes.
And then I'm rounding to the nearest 10, so this should be 10 more than 430.
Yes, 'cause you're counting by tens. Yep.
Which is still 400, but 440.
Correct.
Okay.
There you go. Good
and
job.
then my midpoint number is always going to end in a 5. And this number, 430, 431, 432, 443, 434, 435. All right.
There you go.
Now,
where would you go visit?
Where would I go visit? 437, I would go visit 435, 436, 437. I'd go visit here, and I'm so much closer to here than I am to the other side.
So what would we say?
So we would say that 437 is 440.
Yay!
Yay! Rounded to the nearest 10 is 440.
Correct.
All right.
Yeah.
I think I'm getting the hang of this. Maybe you could help me with one more of my math problems. Okay. So I now need to round 3,724 to the nearest 10. So I know I have to draw my number line. I know that my number is 3,724, and I know...
I like how you remembered your comma.
Oh, thank you. I now know that I have to write my first boundary, so I'm looking at it, and I'm going to go 3,700. Is that right?
Okay, so if you put 3,700 here, is that going to be close to this? Do you have your... What would this back boundary line be?
I don't know.
No,
3,710?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
If you put 3,700, that 3,710 would be there. Would 3,724 come before?
Oh, no, then it wouldn't go on this number line.
No.
That must not be the right boundary.
No.
Oops.
Did you try looking for your tens?
Oh, I need to look for my tens. Let's see. That's the thousands place, the hundreds place. There's my tens place. That's my 10, 20. So my boundary is going to be 20.
But what about your hundreds and thousands?
Oh, they don't change, do they?
No, that's not right now because we're not rounding to anything else.
I still have 3,000s and 700s, but 20.
And now we're counting by tens.
That's hard because there's lots of numbers. 3,720, but how do I count 10 more, Mrs. Mitchell?
So what if we would just we could count on our fingers.
Okay.
But that would take a long time.
That would take too long.
Do you remember how to count by tens, just starting at 0?
Yeah, 10, 20, 30, 40.
What? What did you just say?
10, 20, 30.
There you go.
30.
You're just going to put 30?
Oh, no, because I have 3,700 also. Okay, so I have 3,720 and 3,730.
Got it.
So my midpoint is also going to have 3,700, but halfway between 20 and 30 is 25.
Right. Like a quarter.
Ooh, like a quarter. Okay. Okay. Now, this guy has to go to his home, and I know that 3,724 comes right before. It's going to be really close, probably closer than I wrote it. Okay, and then it could go visit the midpoint, but we don't do that. We're rounding to the nearest 10. So it's going to go visit 3,720.
That's so great.
So that means that 3,724 gets rounded to 3,720.
Bingo.
I think I get it.
Yes. How about a challenge?
Should we give our scholars some challenges?
I think so.
I think they could do more than one too. Yeah. All right, we're gonna give you some challenges, scholars.
Should they draw a number line on their challenge?
Yeah, I think you should get like an extra teacher high five if you draw a number line. All right, scholars, here's your challenge. Round 78 to the nearest 10, round 413 to the nearest 10, and round 3,239 to the nearest 10. Write these problems on a piece of paper, and Mrs. Mitchell wants you to draw a number line. So make sure
your baselines and your midpoint.
Make sure you don't forget your number line with your baseline and
what about
your
the target number?
and definitely your target number. And circle your answer because there's going to be a lot of numbers on your paper. So, also, you may be having a math quiz tomorrow, and there may be problems just like this on that quiz. So study hard and practice, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great evening. Bye.